Hey, how y'all doing? This is Mongo Slade, and I'm going to be talking today about the relaunch of NXT UK, which has been shut down during the pandemic. And a lot of people don't care about NXT UK. It was created in like 2016, I believe. They have a performance center in England, and a lot of people don't really care about NXT UK. For good reason. If you actually watch the show, it is full of sometimes the most cardboard cutout, interchangeable creator wrestlers ever, but it also has some of the best guys in the business over there. And I've been enjoying. I don't watch it every week anymore, but if I hear that there's a good match on NXT UK, I will go watch it. They usually kill. Like if you actually get like a couple of guys that you watch, like I watched Tyler Bate, I watched Trent Seven, I watched Ilya Dragunov, I love Walter. Imperium in general was really good. There were some guys in NXT UK, and there was also Tony Storm, who's also really good. Kaylee Ray is okay as far as the women's champions and women's division is concerned. There has some good wrestlers. So if you watch just the good wrestlers, you're fine. If you watch like a whole show and you get bombarded with like people who are completely nondescript and couldn't stand out in the crowd if they were the only people in the crowd, then it wouldn't you'd be like, what is this shit? Why am I watching this shit? But it's supposed to be another attempt at old school. Another, or in some ways, some people just say it's basically an European indie, like it's a European indie promotion. A lot of people also say, "Oh, NXT UK killed the indies." It's like, well, so shit. I mean, if you if you ask the talent if they chose to go to WWE, then they chose to go to WWE because they could probably get paid more and then work more consistently than on the European indies, and that's the benefits, right? Ain't that what you want? Don't you want that for wrestlers for them to work more consistently and make more money? That's common sense. And then you also want them to be in a union, which would definitely shrink the market even more. But whatever, do you boo, as they say. Anyway, they're coming back with this NXT Heritage Cup or NXT UK Heritage Cup, which I saw a promotion when WWE was promoting this, or I think it might have been Fightful or somebody was promoting this, and the company it was a company in Europe, I believe. They were claiming that WWE kind of stole this from them. I suggest if you came up with the idea of the Heritage Cup, you should probably hit them with a copyright lawsuit if you can. A cease and desist. Anybody can file a cease and desist. Now, will it get thrown away because it's a different brand? Because theirs was like the British Heritage Cup, and NXT UK is the NXT UK Heritage Cup, which, let's be quite honest, there really is no difference. But 9 times out of 10, these people did not copyright Heritage Cup. 9 times out of 10, they simply didn't do it. So the Heritage, I was excited for NXT UK because there are some people in NXT UK who are good and are welcome for me to watch. Well, safe for me to watch, despite all the weirdos. We'll talk about NXT UK. Gotta talk about some of the weirdos. Quite a few guys got fired from NXT UK because they got caught up in the whole speaking out mess. So it's gonna look. Actually, nobody that mattered got fired. I don't believe. I think that there were some people who mattered, like Jordan Devlin, who got accused. Uh, Nobody who mattered got fired. Ligero got fired. Who cares? Um, there was, I think, somebody else who got fired. Also, who cares? And it was nobody major. So NXT UK is coming through not just the pandemic, but also having to overcome the very plain roster, and they have to overcome the speaking out allegations. They have to overcome being British in England, which is like the land of the losers. I'm sorry, I saw English breakfast, and it made me never want to visit England ever. It was like 6 different kinds of pork. There was like some type of hockey puck that looked like it had macadamia nuts in it. I don't know what the fuck that was. But I think disliking Europe is like an American thing, even when it comes to Black Americans. But maybe Europe is a cheerio, great place. But let's get to talking about this goddamn Heritage Cup because I'm going on and on about other things. But NXT UK is welcome. I like it's NXT. It's slightly different from NXT US, and it's definitely different from Raw and SmackDown. So it has its own feel, and it's very much like it's the sister promotion to NXT, obviously. So it has a very much NXT feel to it, but it's still very different, you know. So, but anyway, NXT UK is going to start up with the NXT Heritage Cup. I don't know what that is, so let's figure out what that is. And after I looked it up, didn't like it, didn't like how it sounded. Let's see how it sounds to you. This is from the WWE.com. The top superstars in NXT UK will battle to write a new chapter in the brand's history, but only one will be crowned the first ever holder of the NXT UK Heritage Cup. In the coming weeks, 8 superstars will compete in a tournament contested under British rounds rules. That was a red flag. When you say rounds, I'm pretty much out of it. The field includes Flash Morgan Webster, who is very nondescript, very weird, very European. Noam Dar, who is actually okay. Noam Dar is not bad. Alexander Wolf, also not bad. A Kid, who I haven't seen enough of to have an opinion. The Bomber, Dave Mastiff, who is just like this big fat guy with like a beard and stuff. Trent Seven, who I actually think is okay. And Joseph Connors. Joseph Connors, who I don't think I've ever seen enough of him, but he sounds nondescript. And a final wild card entrant yet to be determined. Okay, so they announced 7. There's going to be 8. The British rounds rules are as follows. Jesus H. Christ. All matches consist of 6 3-minute rounds. So every match is going to be 18 minutes, split into 6 rounds. Okay. All matches are 2 out of 3 falls. Okay. Falls can be won by pinfall, submission, or countout. Okay. Once a fall occurs, the round ends. The match ends once a wrestler has won 2 falls. So there's 6 rounds, and 2 falls ends the match. Okay. In the event of a disqualification or knockout, the match instantly ends without the need for 2 falls. So if you get disqualified, you're disqualified completely. You get knocked out, the match ends. Okay. If all 6 rounds are completed, whomever is ahead on falls wins the match. Okay, what if it's 0-0? That question is not answered here. There will be a 20-second break between each round. So these matches will be a mess. I don't like it. Following the tournament, the NXT UK Heritage Cup will be defended as a championship under the same rules. So it's a new title. Okay? Don't miss the first episode of NXT UK's relaunch next Thursday, September 17th at 3 Eastern, 8 BST on the award-winning WWE Network. Yes, I'm sure. Okay, so this is a new championship. It's a Heritage Championship or a cup or whatever. And I didn't like this when TNA did it. TNA had the TNA Grand Championship. It consisted of rounds, and I didn't understand it because it was like what do you like? They had judges and everything. I'm like, what is this? Like, I think that's part of what helped kill TNA or Impact Wrestling or whatever the fuck you want to call it. Is the round system is fucking dead. Why do people keep bringing back the round system? I remember there was a wrestling promotion when I was a kid. I think it might have been the UWF. I remember like one of the top guys was Sergeant Slaughter. They had a 3-round system, and you had to score a pinfall or submission in 3 rounds or whatever. And basically the rounds was just a way to go to commercial. WWE did this before. What was it? 2019 maybe, where they was doing the 2 out of 3 falls situations just to avoid matches that going through commercial and stuff like that, which was really, really bad. It made for horrible TV because it was like a bunch of 2 out of 3 falls matches, and it was just killing. It was killing me. It was too much. Like, the round system does not work. 2 out of 3 falls matches work when you have the right guys in it. It's because it's similar to the Iron Man match where you could, you give people more than one opportunity to win. But the round system where there's that break, that 10-second, 20-second break, like, this is not boxing. It's not MMA. I just don't see how it works. Now, I'm going to give them the opportunity to show me that this can work. But with the talent pool they have in here, I'm not interested in any of these guys. Not really. No, even though Noam Dar is okay and Alexander Wolf is okay and Trent Seven is okay, I don't see myself getting over the whole round system stuff. I fucking hate the round system. I don't like it. I didn't like it when TNA did it. I don't like it here. Okay, I'm pretty sure there's another company that did rounds. We don't need rounds. I don't like it. You just do straight up pinfall or submission, or do straight up 2 out of 3 falls. You know, stop trying to fix what's not broken. Like if NXT UK would have introduced a television title with a time limit, that would have been sweet. Because WWE does not have a television title. So that would have been an interesting new thing for NXT UK to introduce. But I guess they want to do something cultural, and culturally, maybe this is how if you are a historian of international wrestling, maybe you will be able to tell me if the British round system is literally cultural. But there are a history of rounds in wrestling, and especially in the United States, there is a history of rounds. That's how matches used to go 40 minutes, not an hour, 2 hours. Some fucking matches went 2.5 hours because they would have incredible round systems. Boxing used to have 48 rounds, 50 rounds, all that type of shit. You'd be like, what in the hell? So, like I get that what they're trying to do. They're trying to do something new here with NXT UK. I don't know how long this lasts. They will also be doing the following week. There will be Kaylee Ray versus Piper Niven. Piper Niven looks like Melissa McCarthy, who also looks like Rebel Wilson. Basically, she's a fat white woman, and they will be having a match for the NXT UK Women's title. Okay. I like Kaylee Ray. The last match I watched on NXT UK was Kaylee Ray versus Toni Storm, which was an I Quit match. And if Toni Storm lost, she could never challenge for the title again. And Toni Storm lost, which is really bizarre that a babyface quit in a I Quit match. And I guess that was just their way of writing Toni Storm off the brand, because Toni Storm is really good and really hot. Like, they need to get her on SmackDown immediately. Like, immediately. Like, right now. Okay, but of course the pandemic happened, so it didn't work out. But I heard that my boy Ilya Dragunov actually won a battle royal to be the #1 contender to fight Walter. He's going to get destroyed. I don't know when that match is actually going to happen, but he's going to get destroyed. I like Ilya Dragunov, even though he's very pale and very skinny and very cringy, kind of with his facial expressions. But he does actually have a unique sort of character and a unique approach. So I'm very interested. And then he also has a storyline with Imperium. So I'm going to enjoy that. But if you actually care about NXT UK, let me know in the comment section below. Or if you don't care about NXT UK, tell me why don't you care. Is it simply because it's too much NXT, which some people says it's just too much wrestling? Which, if it's definitely the most ignorable of all WWE products, including 205 Live and Main Event. So, like, Main Event, sometimes you can actually watch it and it's okay. Well, you probably have one match that you might want to see on Main Event. And it's about the same thing on NXT UK. You probably watch a match or two. But let me know in the comment section below. Like this video, share, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys later.